Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. Thank you so much for being here today. This video is going to be a little bit of journaling at the end. I'm going to work in my small little slow journal. It's very similar in size to a field notes type of notebook. So that will be near the end. And then at the beginning of this video, I thought I would just include some clips of me figuring out which charms and things to put on my Passport Traveler's notebook. I mentioned in the previous video that I wanted to film this bit and I didn't end up doing it, and then somebody mentioned in the comments that they would like to see the charms, so I decided to film this part of it. This is just me in real time. I took out some charms that I wanted to place, and not all of them made it to the notebook, but I just wanted to share with you my process and how I put together the charms. And a lot of the brass charms and little trinkets and things I purchase, like if I find that they're interesting, I'll purchase them, or of course some of them are from my beautiful friends. I receive them as gifts, and for the most part I don't apply the charms right away, and I kind of have them organized on my trolley. My charms are all set in one place, and from time to time I feel like changing things up. And in this case, I decided to add the charms to this passport-sized traveler's notebook since I don't have any on there. And before I forget, sorry, you might be seeing the Superior Labor Star Concho, and it's on this leather piece. Actually, they have repackaged their brass items and they no longer include this leather piece, but this one was one that I purchased years ago, so that's why you see it here on the leather backing. It's currently, I don't know if you noticed the crane one in the back there with the stripes, the vertical blue and white stripe. That's the current packaging for the Superior Labor brass pins and conchos. So I just wanted to put that out there before I forget. I feel like somebody might take a look at that and see that, or might think that all of the brass TSL items have the leather backing, but unfortunately they do not at this time. So yes, so I was saying I do purchase some of these charms, and then I don't really apply them to my traveler's notebooks right away. I just sit down once in a while and look through my notebook covers and see if there's something that I like changed. There's no rhyme or reason to it. I take some of the charms out and I play with them and see what works and what doesn't work for me at the time. And so this is just me in real time playing with the charms, and you can see I've decided to go for the polar bear in the brass with the little heart, and the star brass concho from the Superior Labor. I really wanted to make the sailor, I shouldn't say sailor because I don't think it's a sailor fountain pen, but the fountain pen charm that I received as a gift. I wanted to make that work, and I might dismantle the big loops on it, but I would have to get my tools out, so I didn't have the chance to do that on camera. So I left it as is, and I was contemplating on maybe hooping it around the elastic near the tin clasp at the top left of the notebook cover. At the end of it, you'll see at the end of the video that didn't happen, but I thought that would maybe eventually, I think since it's such a tall charm, the little fountain pen, I think it would look better on the taller, like the regular sized traveler's notebook. And so I went with these ones here, these three. The cute star and the polar bear and then the leather bear. I didn't like the order of it, so I end up changing it. You'll see I end up changing the leather bear to the middle of it. But I just used that red cord and I looped it. You can see I'm passing the elastic through the loops, and I looped it that way, or that's how I attached it to the elastic closure of the notebook. And if you are wondering what I'm going to use this notebook cover for, the honest answer is I am not sure. I really like the size of the passport journals. I think they're so great and compact and so easy to carry. I don't have a big purse, and I just have like this sling pouch, and the passport sized notebooks still fit in there nice and comfy. And I'm considering having it as my like scratch pad, or if I'm out and I just want to journal a little bit. Yeah, so, but I haven't, to be honest, I haven't really decided what I want to do with this notebook yet, but I'm really liking the little charms in the front. I tied it up in the back, but you can see it's very loose, still quite loose, and so I undid the knot and just tightened that up a bit. Oh, I don't know if you can hear the wind in the background. It's very windy today, so I apologize if you're hearing this extra noise. I think I'll leave the journaling noise on in the background, and I might re-edit it and do like a quiet journal with me video up on YouTube, and like if you don't feel like listening to me chat through it, I'll put that up on YouTube as well, hopefully. So this is the final look, and if you're wondering what this, I forgot to mention, the Traveler's Notebook here is the Moss Burger collaboration. Moss Burger is a famous burger chain here in Japan, and Traveler's company had a collaboration and they created some, I think it was only the passport sized, but I could be mistaken. This was a while back. They did a collaboration with Moss Burger, and so I purchased the set, and it's a beautiful camel cover, leather cover. So here is the journal I was referring to at the beginning of the video. This is the Slow journal, and it's from the February stationery selection box. And at the time of this recording, it's unfortunately sold out. I made this video so that I could share with you some of the stuff inside the February box. It was still available, but unfortunately right now when I'm editing, it's sold out, and I apologize for that. I guess I could order more, but I'm really trying my best not to order excess and have excess left, like excess stock left in the shop. And so I'm trying to be more cognizant of that and be more aware of having excess left. And so if you're just wondering what this notebook is from, it's from the February stationery selection box. I had this old photo of my daughter. I have a pouch of old photos kind of lined up for whenever I feel like pulling them out. But I had this old photo of her. I cut out the silhouette. This is of when she was a baby, and her hair would stand up, and she always looks at these old photos of her baby, like her baby photos, and she would always say, "I look like a pineapple." And yeah, it's just really cute. And so I decided to cut the silhouette out of that and stick that in there as a tip-in. And the other photo is of her, is more recent. And yeah, I'm just grabbing the washi tape so that I can tip that in and do a bit of journaling. So if you are a first-time viewer here, or you're new to the channel, I have decided to journal to my kids. And in the past, I think when they were a lot younger, I would have a journal for each child, and I would journal to them and I haven't done this in quite some time. And so I've decided to dedicate this slow journal here to my kids, and so that I can journal about them and write to them. I think eventually when they grow older, it would be so nice to be able to hand them a collection of my memories about them. And when I think about that option in the future, I don't know how they'll take it, but I think it's just such a nice treasure to have. And so I hope I maintain that, and this journal will be, it's dedicated to my children. And maybe in the future, when I have a little bit more time, I would like to have one journal for each child, and hopefully I can journal to them as well. So this is the final look at the journal spread and the look at the passport-sized traveler's notebook. I have a video coming up of me working in my regular sized traveler's notebook, and I'm trying my best to share like one video a week. So I hope you stick around, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.